Solar One, a mirage in the middle of the Nevada desert. The third largest solar station in the world, 1.5 million square meters of mirrors following the course of the sun. These rays are concentrated to heat the oil boiling the water. Transformed into steam, this water helps turn the turbines of an electric power station. At the heart of this technological monster, I find Richard Heinberg. This journalist, who is a world-renowned oil specialist, feels that our lives are going to change. What's the solution?
The solution is ultimately going to have to be using less energy. We're standing here in the middle of this technological marvel. It's producing enough energy to power, 15,000 homes out of 100 million homes in the United States. This giant, amazing technological miracle is just producing this much energy out of the grand scheme of things.
Do you believe, like many others do, that all these alternative energies are going to replace oil?
No. The problem is one of scale. We get so little energy from solar and wind and geothermal and these renewable sources of energy that we need so much more of. Right now we're getting less than 1% of our total world energy from these sources. If we use energy directly from the sun, then we have to concentrate it. We have to build this very complicated array in order to be able to concentrate the energy into a form that we can use. And then it comes in a form that's electricity, and that won't substitute directly for oil. Well, we could power our cars with electricity, but not airplanes, and probably not trucks or ships. So it's not going to substitute for oil.
We're not at all ready for this lack of oil. You think that the consequences might be terrible?
If we don't want millions of people to go hungry, if we don't want a global famine, then we have to start thinking about how to grow food with less fossil fuels, how to deliver it to people with less oil. On average, in industrial agriculture, it takes between 7 and 10 calories of fossil fuels to produce 1 calorie of food. That's not a sustainable food system. The average supermarket has food on the shelves that will last for 3 days without being replenished by big trucks bringing food from the farms maybe thousands of miles away. Now, if those trucks stop running, then where do people get their food? We can't wait until the system breaks down before we ask those questions. We have to start asking those questions now.
How do we convince ourselves that we must change now, that we mustn't wait for the end of cheap oil?
What will my life be like if oil is twice as expensive or 3 times as expensive? What will my life be like if my community is in chaos because the economy has fallen apart? When we ask these questions, we're not being pessimistic, we're being realistic, because this is the scale of the challenge that's facing us. The reality is that the easy oil is already gone. It's a thing of the past. We have to change our lives now to reflect that, because if we don't, we will be living in a fantasy world, and that fantasy is evaporating very rapidly.
Living without oil